This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Watson off play action. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
Here we go. Flex round.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Brand 38. Ohio.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKinney. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion.
Ohio. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go. What? Ohio. Flex round.
Here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 5 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Moore. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he will score. It's a touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Moore. Out to the left. It's complete to Dodson. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. First down, they run with Howard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
Moore looking to throw on 2nd down. Complete to Bryant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. They go play action here on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain. A give left side to Howard. And he's got room. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The play clock's running down. They'll begin the drive with a J. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive.
Let's go!
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Watson on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. Matt Ryan, 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Defense showing blitz. They run a draw here on second down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Here we go now.
To throw is Moore. Throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Here's Watson now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw on second is Watson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Hopkins. A nice little juke. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This one from 35 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
More now on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Damon Harrison able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Here's Moore to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he fires one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Come on, let's go. What? Nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
An NFL update there in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. Matt Ryan with 2 first-half touchdown passes. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Moore. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This is Howard on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw on 3rd down. Out left side here to Bryant. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90.
In motion, the tight end.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit! Detroit! Punt!
They're going to try and throw. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the D-line's going to spread out. On the handoff, this is Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Looking to throw on second down. Moore. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Moore now. And incomplete here on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll start out on the ground with a J. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Play action, it's Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go!
Watson off play action. He finds Ajayi, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Prosh. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
In motion left is Hopkins. Time running out here on the play clock. Watson just beating the play clock. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Matt Ryan, 3 touchdown passes thus far. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Come on, let's go!
Off the play fake. Watson. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Here we go. Ohio.
Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Into the Redskins. Have it they do.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Moore operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Here we go. 38.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go.
Watson, off play action. Now he's flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down throw, Watson. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here we go. 1, 9.
Now Watson looking to throw on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Space to maneuver at the 40. Completes it right side to Dodson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. On the give, running right is Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Moore. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go.
To throw is Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. It's hauled in by Doxson. Dances by at the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. It's a big play there for the Redskins on third down. 41 yards. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
So here are the Redskins now, an important 2-point conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 25. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Moore now, throwing to start the drive. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Try the right side with Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go now. Blue learning. Blue learning. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw. Moore. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Houston. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He'll buy some time right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Matt Ryan with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Maybe a free play for Watson. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Moore. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Moore, throwing again. Jackson with a grab over the middle. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now Moore on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Moore back to the air on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
To throw is Moore. Throwing on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Moore now, throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. A give to Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. And here comes the Texans now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Redskins scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight and right, tight and right. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, it's Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Moore. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now from Baltimore. And the Falcons, they wind up winning that one. Matt Ryan, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.